Hello everybody, Russian Batman back with another video. Today is my official Kong vs. Godzilla showcase. If you probably have already seen, but I posted these figures up on the subreddit before I actually made my video. I usually like to make my video before I post on the subreddit, but I kind of wanted to get, good timing to get on the OSRS because lately I've been posting a lot on, the sub, but I have not been getting a lot of post featured because I just post it early in the week and I post a lot, but it never gets featured because, usually customs don't get that many upvotes. And yeah, I haven't seen the OSRS yet. The OSRS is probably out by the time I release this video. I haven't seen it yet though. And yeah, let's just hope it actually works and I actually got on this time because I haven't got on there in quite a while now. I used to get on almost every time, but now basically none. So yeah, let me just show off the figures I've made for Godzilla vs. Kong. Obviously, so I decided to do minifigure form instead because there's one other customizer. I think he did Godzilla vs. Kong who did a Godzilla. Well, obviously it's Moose Figs. He did like a really big figure version that's kind of weird. But then there was one guy who made a big fig of both of them where they just got kind of knock off Godzilla big fig and then repainted it to basically kind of look better and more accurate, which is fine. But I decided to go with minifigures because one, I feel like their proportions are more human-esque. Not Godzilla. Godzilla probably works the worst in minifigure form. But at the end of the day, his proportions are kind of just a slightly taller person because the original Godzilla was literally a guy in a suit. So if his legs were bigger and his arms were kind of smaller, then it would be perfect. From the side it looks great, front on does not. But yeah, Kong definitely does work for minifigure better than Big Fig because he's less kind of ape proportioned, like gorilla proportioned, and more kind of like ape and human proportioned. So that's why I kind of decided. But enough rambling on why I did minifigure instead of Big Fig or any other type of buildable figure is, so yeah. So here, this is just using the the dragon costume guy. Actually, I think I have two of them. I was thinking of giving him an alternate head with a blast coming out of his mouth, but I decided on not doing that because it's a little bit more work than I need to do. Like I said, so the head, it's just the I have the original the dragon head. Let's see if I can find it real quick. If not, I'm just gonna keep maybe I don't know. But it's the dragon mask. I glued it onto. So what I did, I just glued it onto a minifigure head that I've been painting on for a while. So I decided, hey, I'm just gonna glue on that because I'm not gonna use it for an actual minifigure. And I just kind of got a new head to paint on. So yeah, so that's a good kind of reusing parts I'm never gonna use. So I'm trying to be resourceful. And glued the dragon head on there. You see that's the kind of spikes from the dragon head. And then what I did is I cut off, I put, green stuff over where the face is showing. I cut off the bottom jaw, so it's just the top jaw, so it's just like that. I sanded down the nose a little, the nose it had, and added some green stuff to kind of make it look a bit more angry, and then added the very small bottom jaw to kind of make it look cool. So I believe this guy does look really cool, I think, from the side. Also, I just noticed that if you look at the shadow, it kind of looks, with the shading, it looks like, it kind of looks gray, but then it looks more blue once you see the light. So I guess that's kind of cool little trick. But yeah, so I decided on giving him, the eyes were the trickiest part. I don't think I did a great job, but I think I did good enough. Even what's his name, American Joker pointed out the eyes look a bit goofy, and I do agree that they don't look the best. I try to add some shadowing around it just to make it look a little bit better, but I honestly don't know. I did do them in blue, so it's about like fire laser kind. I decided not to give him the default because I think the blue really accents the gray. So that's why I thought it'd be boring if it was just all gray to normalize. So that's why I kind of gave him the blue, kind of about a charge up look, even though he doesn't actually have any charging up. So the torso was tricky to get because you gotta get that weird natural thing Godzilla. I mean that weird torso area. I don't know. I tried my best to kind of pick out designs to pick the figure paint job wise. Way easier with Kong. This guy is a lot of molding. Kong is a lot of just paint work, except for his weapon. I did make his battle axe, which I will show you in just a second. Yeah, there is Godzilla. I think it looks best from the back. And like I said, this is also from the dragon, which I just sculpted on over the spikes with kind of more Godzilla accurate spikes. So yeah, so that is Godzilla. You can see he's not the biggest boy, but these are just minifigure forms. I think I might make a display stand with him. It would be cool to build like an aircraft carrier. Here is Kong. Now for Kong, I just used the Chima monkey head. I was just thinking like, hey, how can I make this into a minifigure? I was like, hey, that's kind of perfect. Same gorilla shape in that Kong has, and also like I said, so he's dark brown all around. Nothing too complicated. This figure, I think, proportionally looks more accurate. Not more accurate to Kong, but obviously, better than, because the front-on view of this guy's way better, than the front-on view of Godzilla. Because he kind of looks like, I don't know, like a meme or something. He doesn't look that cool. But, so yeah, Kong. Here you got the, let me show off this battle axe in a second. I'm really proud of how this battle axe turned out. The one that he got in the movie. I thought it was a very good movie, and I wish I kind of really made this more timely, so maybe it would have gotten a bit more popular. But yeah, so you see underneath that's just the normal gorilla. Go over there. I painted on those 3 scratch marks. Realistically, I feel like they shouldn't. A lot of people depict those scratches when painting on Godzilla. Kong, to be red, when I feel like they really shouldn't be, but I made them red because it stands out, and I get why people do that. So the 3 scratches you got on, and then kind of try to give him a little bit of a snarling look. I don't know if that really came out the best on his face. Now, it's hard to really show this guy and his eyes, really, because the lighting really screws it up, so yeah, maybe I should have just sculpted some green stuff in there so the eyes wouldn't be so deep in there, in like where the original head is. So I'm painted on gray for the feet, and then gray hands. So it's mostly just gray and dark brown. This Kong's color scheme, kind of boring compared to other apes, where you got kind of more interesting color scheme. Like I think Donkey Kong has one with the tan and brown, kind of contrasts better than the dark, more realistic look. But it is obviously a more realistic look, so that's why. So let's get into the battle axe. It is wildly out of scale. I was actually originally going to use a bone like this and put it on, just like that, but I ended up not. What I did is that a small bone, glued it at the end of a brown stick, painted the bone brown. The reason I didn't paint it wasn't part of one deal, because I painted the end brown, because you can't hold on to the end because there's paint. Wherever you paint a minifigure, really can't hold on to it that well. So that's why I just glued on a little bit of a white bone and then glued it onto a brown stick. And then the way I made this transparent blue battle axe, which is, I thought it was really cool. I thought it was clever. Okay, I thought it was really clever, and it really does fit, because you think that does look. I think that really does look like Godzilla's spike. If you don't know where it's from, that is actually a Power Blast superhero piece. Yeah, so that's an existing piece. I didn't have to sculpt anything new. I know, I'm lazy, but also yeah, it comes in transparent blue. I'm like, that's literally perfect. Yeah, I'll show like a smaller version. I think I'm maybe using this one. I feel like it would have been more size accurate, but this looks cooler. Yeah, so it's a Power Blast piece. Cut off the 2 little blue ends, these little sticks. Alright, sharpened it a little bit at the end just to kind of make it less flat. And yeah, and I glued that onto the stick and then molded some green stuff around to kind of make it look like the stick's continuing, even though the stick only it's glued on around like right here. And then the rest is just green stuff I molded on. Now, I was thinking about painting the inside, dark gray, but I kind of like the more simplistic, just pure, um, uh, a pure transparent blue look. It's less accurate, but I feel like it looks more Lego-like. Like if Lego were to do this, I feel like they would have just gone trans blue and no complex painting in the inside. And yeah, obviously not accurate at all to the size scale of Godzilla's spikes. But I thought this was a really cool weapon, and it would be a cool weapon to give to other characters. And in the movie, I think it's a pretty cool weapon because you could like charge it up with Godzilla's blasts, and then whack people with it. So yeah, so that is my official showcase of Godzilla versus Kong. I probably dragged this out video a bit longer than I should have, considering the fact that I only have 2 figures. But yeah, I'm really happy with how these figures turned out. If you want to see other characters, like spoiler, not really spoiler alert for Godzilla vs. Kong, but if you want to see like a Mecha Godzilla, that if just suggest it, I might do that. Or if you want to see other MonsterVerse characters as kind of minifigure form, even though the more you go into it, the more it kind of wouldn't work as a minifigure. Ghidorah obviously wouldn't work. Mothra wouldn't work. There might be some other Godzilla characters. I know there's someone like huge robot dude in the Godzilla universe, but I don't know what he's all about. So yeah, and just watch Godzilla vs. Kong. It's on HBO Max, still is, so you could go check that out if you have a subscription to HBO Max. Watch that. Also watch the 2011 film Rango. Highly recommended. Very good film. And also just have a nice day, and yeah, ciao.